coming in to do a video. Today I'm gonna continue to talk about my prophetic dream, the dream where about the elevator. And for those of you all who watched other previous videos, this is part 3. Okay, I had a dream and I was trying to go up some stairs to get to the 5th floor for whatever reason. Um, Whatever I needed was on the 5th floor, but each attempt to get to the 5th floor presented me with some stairs, and it was just difficult to get up those stairs. I never could get up those stairs, and so it's like it hit me all of a sudden to take the elevator. So I went to the elevator and smooth ride up to the 5th floor. But anyway, I later came back and told you guys that um, the dream was prophetic in that it's like I was trying to do things on my own rather than relying on the Lord. And when He opened doors, it's effortless. Things just happen, and it's without a lot of effort. You just be obedient and do what He tells you, and then the doors will swing wide open. But anyway, guys, I got so much to tell you. Okay, in the second video, I talked about how I have a cousin in another city, and she called me and told me to come. She had something for me, and of course, she had extra groceries or whatever, and she shared with me. Okay, as I went, because I was reluctant to go, because sometimes we have these family ties, and sometimes they're not, as healthy. Now, this particular cousin, we've already almost always got along, but people grow apart, things happen, you know how that is. But anyway, just needless to say, I put all that aside and I said, okay, I'm just gonna go. And she gave me the groceries. We talked, we had a good time, and I went and talked to another cousin, so we had an enjoyable time. But anyway, as I went, I got a call from a friend. As I was on my way to my cousin's house, I got a call from a good friend telling me she had a vehicle that she was just sitting there in the amount of work she was going to give me. And my car had been repoed a year or so ago because I had lost my job. We were struggling financially. My husband was the only person working. But anyway, I got the vehicle, and sure enough, just minor things wrong with it. Okay, and also that same day, this same friend had mentioned my name at a company, and told me to call them. So I called them, and they told me to send my resume. So I sent my resume in, and that next week I got an interview. And I interviewed for a therapist position. So I went in for the interview, and she told me that she would let me know. She'll be getting back to me, and let me know, what they decide. But I felt like the interview went well. Okay, so update. I hadn't heard from her, and I was talking to the same friend that gave me the truck, who mentioned my name, and I said, well, I haven't heard from her, and I said, I wonder if they, hired somebody already, or, I'm just kind of wondering because time's passed and I haven't heard anything. But anyway, needless to say, guys, I called this lady, and she was like, oh, I'm so glad you called. And she said, actually, I was thinking about you, but I've been out sick, and I was out of town. But she informed me that she had decided that the job offer was between me and another lady. She hadn't made a decision yet. So I told her, I said, well, okay, take your time, follow your gut, what have you, and that was that. But I felt real good about it because I felt like if I wasn't the candidate, when they get the next position, well, I'll probably be the candidate. But I felt good about it. So, later on that week, she called and she offered me the job. And she had tried to get the salary a little bit higher, but she couldn't get the base higher. But she got the rate higher in another area. If I work over a certain amount of hours, I would get paid a certain rate. But she got that particular rate higher. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, guys, it's just been door after door after door. That dream came true. you know, that when I just really sit back, relax, just, do what the Lord tells you to do, but just relax, stop, trying to make things happen. And it happened. Everything just opened up in due season. And, um, and the good thing about this particular job is that position is that they're a new company and there's room for expansion, and then they educate their employees. And the lady who I talk with is very transparent. Is that to say that there won't be issues or problems? No, because nothing is perfect, no one is perfect, but I feel like it's such a good fit for me and my personality. But anyway, if that wasn't enough, still got updates. This is I tell you, y'all, this is beyond exciting, because I know that the Lord hand is all in it, and it's just beyond exciting. So, um, we've been having some issues. We moved in this home about 3 years ago. And when we moved in, everything was fine. We had, an inspector came out and inspected, everything was fine. But we did not, well, later on, we found out that our system wasn't connected to the city. So we found out we had a septic tank and field line. So we've been having issues with it. And of course, my husband was trying to, fix it. We called a person out who he pumped the septic tank and everything, pumped it out, and everything was fine for a while. Then we started having issues, and then we found out that it was going to cost a certain amount of money to have fixed, which we didn't have at the time, because with my husband's income and him paying all the bills and everything, we just didn't have it to have that. That amount of money, was a pretty good lump to have it fixed. So how about his brother called and he said that he was going to give us the money to fix it. That happened just this week. And so, of course, we had to have some things done before we can actually have it fixed. He even gave us the money for that. And so, that is so God. I thank the people who were obedient and who were just open to, I think his brother, that he was just open to do this. And I know people say, well, that's family, that's what they're supposed to do. But, these days, it don't matter, because some family, just ain't family. But I appreciate what he done. But I thank the Lord even more, because I know how all this stuff happened. I know because of that dream I had that, everything just started to open up, guys. And the other thing that we done differently this year than we done for maybe a few years now, we were consistent tithers before, a while back. But then we kind of stopped. We just pay here and there, whatever. And my husband and I started back tithing. And some weeks it would be so hard to pay it, because we was in a dilemma, like, well, what should we pay this week? We need to do this, that, and the other. And but everything is just, I promise you guys, it's just running so smooth. But I hope I communicated this well, because I was so excited and I'm rambling on or what have you. I really hope that it's communicated well what happened. But with that being said, guys, God is so faithful. He is so faithful. And I'm going to come back in and do a video on tithing, because, I had convinced myself that it was under the law, and I didn't mind giving, guys, because I'm a giver. But I felt like, well, instead of giving it to the church, I can just give it in other areas. I would give to church, but I just wasn't consistently giving the same amount, or, I felt like if I was doing things for people, whatever, it was okay. But I got a revelation about tithing, and I'm gonna come in and talk about that. But anyway, guys, if this has been motivational for you, if it's made you have a little bit more confidence in the faithfulness of God or what have you, give it a thumbs up. And if you feel like it will encourage somebody or help somebody else, please share it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and everything that I said in that dream came to pass. But I also have a word for you guys. Relax. Stop trying to work it. Just relax and believe Him and trust Him that in due season, that whatever your dream is, whatever God has put in your heart, whatever that strong desire is that you would like to come to pass, just keep waiting and trusting. Because I promise you, in due season, it will happen. Don't get discouraged and don't faint, guys. Don't be discouraged. It will happen in due season. So, you guys have a blessed day. And I hope this really, really encourages somebody. All right. Thank you.